It's great to see dealer eProcess submitting SARA, their digital retailing platform, for consideration this year in the AWA Awards because digital retailing is one of the hottest categories as OEMs and dealers try to figure out how to create a modern retail experience for car buying. And SARA's 3-in-1 technology gives dealers a competitive edge at a competitive price. Being able to integrate dealer financing, trade tools, and inventory, and to be able to use their new Spark tools to advertise those payments, incentives, or rebates on OTT, Google, Facebook, on their website really makes a powerful combination. Remember, digital retailing is not like Field of Dreams, build it and he will come. Dealers need to be able to properly merchandise their website, provide the tools that consumers want, and then advertise those payments, those rebates, those incentives to drive more traffic. But the key here is that everything needs to be consistent. The ads need to be consistent. The emails need to be consistent. The websites and payments have to all be consistent. And this is where Dealer eProcess SARA really shines. So don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Dealer eProcess's digital retailing tool called SARA.
This is Sam Vukas with Dealer eProcess here to talk to you today about digital retailing and our application that we refer to as SARA. So when you go to our SRPs or VDPs, you'll click on the personalized payment button. You're presented here with a very simple screen. Your customers can see here clearly that you are going to give them some form of offer. You can see lease, you can see finance. We like to tease them here with an offer 2 or offer 3, simply to show them, hey, look, this is a very personalized process. We need a little bit of information here and we can match you to some differences. I'm going to use the Hyundai Sonata today because it's a really good example of something our digital retailing solution does that nobody else in the space currently is utilizing. So for the sake of today, I'm going to pretend to be Linda Haynes. Linda Haynes here has a credit score in our system for demo purposes. You'll see why that matters because in our system, unlike the rest that we're up against in the industry, we actually leverage real-time soft pull data and auto loan summary information. That is extremely important when you are quoting these payments up front to the consumers. It is not as easy to do if you are simply putting in a fake credit score or an estimated credit score, because if somebody thinks they're a 750 and it turns out that they're a 710, there could be that threshold at 720 where they drop from tier 1 to tier 2. So you can create so many issues in the dealership as soon as this person gets to your store. So this next piece here is very simple. This is all the conditional offers somebody may or may not qualify for if they currently own a Hyundai, if they don't own a Hyundai, recent college grad, first responder, etc. I'm actually going to mark that I'm a current Hyundai owner, as I truly actually am. As you can see here on the right-hand side, we've already gone ahead and pulled this person's credit down and have found them some offers. This next piece here is going to inform them that they have been pre-approved up to $75,000 and as low as 0%. So here it's now asking Linda if she's got a trade-in that she would like to apply towards this. But for today's purposes, we're going to trade in Linda's 2016 Hyundai Sonata, which is the car that I traded in. So here we've got all of this powered by Black Book, Native Guides, Kelley Blue Book, and market data. You can use any of them, and the reason that we allow our dealers to pick and choose which book they want to use is we want to make sure that this matches your in-store process. For instance, came back as $8,000 was the trade-in value from KBB, but you wanted to go a little bit more aggressive. You could bump this up to $10,776 simply by talking to your rep and setting up some of those rules that I had mentioned. Now, here's really kind of the cool part. We get all this information back. We provide this to the customer to continue to tell us what is better about their vehicle so we can try to find them an even better value. Maybe I didn't drive this car that much. It's in excellent condition. It's got the premium package, it's got the premium sound, it's got the nav system. Now, if you notice, as I marked these 3, these 2 in gray automatically selected. We've gone through and tried to make this as simple as possible so consumers, again, who maybe don't fully understand what is on their car, don't know what's included in the packages, We can do all of that heavy lifting for them. So we just make this that much easier as they work this system. So we have photos and videos. This is extremely helpful, especially in COVID. This is actually a part of our system that we found got increased usage during this pandemic. Now, here's what really sets us apart with that soft pull real-time credit information and that auto loan summary data. Here, Linda's entered a extreme amount of information so far about what she's driving, what she wants to buy, et cetera, et cetera. We know the average consumer doesn't know their payoff at a moment's notice. We also know that in most cases, they're not going to pause their current process, go open a new tab, and then go look at what their payoff is. So why not provide it to them? Here, we've already told her that the value on her car with the optional premium packages has valued up to $12,575. Well, Linda hasn't paid this car off yet, and she's got 3 loans against her name. She can clearly see here that she's got one for $412 a month, one for $381, and one for $700. Here we have estimated payoffs. This is to the day. This is not 30-day old batched data. This is, we have gone out, we have got a response back, and it is in real time. So we know that we have the accurate loan. So Linda here knows she pays $412 a month on that car. Her current rate was 0.88, got it a few years back, still has $9,000 to pay. We can go ahead and apply that loan so that we can find the true equity of her vehicle. So we can see here the actual equity in this trade-in is going to be $3,428, and we can apply that directly to the deal. They have a really great offer going on these Hyundai Sonata vehicles right now. And one of them is you've got 0%, you've got 1.9 and 2.5 at 60. So here's the interesting part. Most people don't really comprehend when shopping for a car and they see that you can get a $2,500 rebate on a car. They don't necessarily connect the dots that $2,500 cannot be taken with the 0%, or the $1,500 cannot be taken with the 0%. So what our solution does that is different than anybody else's is you can clearly see 3 Hyundai finance offers here. Most will just give you one. You will see here's your top 3 offers. One's from Hyundai, one's from Ally, one's from US Bank. Well, you don't necessarily know what the consumer wants to do. Some people are chasing that 0%. Some people are chasing the payment. So you need to offer them everything. So you can actually see here, if you take the $2,250 in incentives, you don't get the 0%. So it's going to put you at 1.9. If that doesn't matter to you because you'd rather pay $358 a month, perfect. To have somebody sit back and research this on their own and look at it, comparatively see these 3 options, I think is huge in today's economy. So maybe I've looked at this and I've decided, you know what, no, I'm just going to finance it. We've still saved what they've gone ahead and selected previously. So we'll move right along to the next step here. We have access to an extreme amount of F&I products. So we have tie-ins with F&I Express, which has connections with a bunch of F&I product providers. We also have direct tie-ins with Safeguard, who does all the manufacturer programs. So for Hyundai, for example, their HPP items, we all get. The beauty of this is, again, I think you're noticing a theme in this. We want to match your in-store process. If you are going to have JM&A products, and even if you're a Hyundai store and you say, look, I sell JM&A, that's what I want to offer, we have it. We can set up all kinds of different content. We can get the content automated. If you have different things you want to say in these boxes to explain what it is, you have the freedom to pick and choose exactly what you want to show your customers. Again, whether it's videos, brochures, content, if you want to change the content, if you want to use JM&A, if you want to use Hyundai, if you want to use any number of connections, we can go ahead and match whatever you're doing in the store. Next, we like to be upfront and transparent with taxes and fees. We've got everything from electronic filing to the processing fees to the registrations. All of this is automated. We get them to the finalized screen. They can go ahead and submit their deal. They can review everything that they've done. So one of the things that we wanted to make sure we did was allow for more vehicles to be compared and contrast within the garage. So you can see here we did a payment on this 2021 black Sonata. We also have one in here for the gray one as well. You can see based on the differences that I've chosen here, this one's $389 a month, this one's $196. I could tell you because I know personally, this one that we ran was a limited. Maybe I decided $389 a month was, maybe a little bit too much for me. I'm going to go down a couple trim levels to this SEL. When we reload this here and we look at this gray one, you know what, maybe I've now decided, unlike on the black limited that I wanted to finance, I've decided I'm going to lease this. I want to get a new car every 3 years. This one's a little bit cheaper. Maybe I don't need the ventilated seats and the panoramic sunroof. So I'm going to pick this offer here. We want to make sure that at any point in time, we give the consumer an easy way to get back to the deals that they've configured and that they can go in and make any adjustments. Something that we've done is we've built out a system called Spark. It is a syndicated payment and rate customizer. What that does is it treats your inventory like your own dealership API. We generate payments for all of your cars that are routing through digital retailing, and we syndicate that out across the web so that now truly you have an end-to-end solution saying $261 a month, $261 a month, $261 a month. We want to make sure the messaging that you're putting forth to your customers matches all the time. Why not make your website merchandise your cars as well as you do out of your own showroom and everywhere else that you're used to doing it? So this for us was a huge undertaking to make sure that this spawns across everything that we have. More is coming. It'll be tied into OTT advertising very soon as well. And we're doing a couple very interesting things with some automated banner creations. So for us, this was a big deal. And also, again, I'm going to stress the dealer track finance form and Route 1 finance form integration so that you have the actual hard pull information in your store in a system you're used to using. We wanted to make sure that through this pandemic and through COVID, and again, staying innovative on the cutting edge of everything, we wanted to make sure we met our dealers with what they needed, but again, more importantly, meet our dealers' customers where they are in the shopping process. So let's go to the deal summary. So on this one, again, this is a new vehicle purchase. You can see that they were showing a finance payment. That's what they picked. You can also see the lease payment that they were showing too. So a $4 difference. So again, if you have a high lease volume, or, listen, dealers love to lease cars because the customer's coming back. If you can convince this person, hey, for 48 months at only $4 more, you can be in a new car and have no negative equity after that time. Perfect. So we want to arm the dealers again with all of this information. If this person so did in fact choose lease, you'd also see what the money factor and all the other calculations were. We give all the differences, so you can see here on the lease breakdown. We've also included the residual money factor on this too, so you can simply see what makes up that 288. Here's all the rebates that were broken down that they were offered. Here's your Hyundai standard bonus cash, retail bonus cash, current Hyundai owner, et cetera, and then again, all the taxes. So we have, again, this matches very similar to what the consumer has. We take some of the dealer jargon out of it, but yes, most of the time we do see our customers walk in with their print sheet, or they'll call or talk, say, hey, I ran this online, I have this, here's my deal information. And then we leave it in the dealer's hands. The beauty of this is no matter what CRM you're using, we send this lead deal summary information into the CRM in a hyperlink that they can simply click, takes you right to the information. So you don't have to try to go hunt and peck in the dealer eProcess dashboard. We will send it all to you.
Hope you enjoyed the highlights from the SARA demonstration. One of the things that I like is how they seamlessly integrated the soft pull credit to be able to truly understand what that final payoff or the cash that could be used for the purchase of a new car. Many digital retailing tools ask the consumer for the payoff amount, which can be, well, wildly off from what the actual payoff number is. Dealers need to decide how they're going to integrate modern retailing technology into their website, and since Dealer eProcess creates websites, has their own chat tool, has their own digital retailing tool, has their own marketing platform, dealers who are looking for a single source for all their online presence should take a look at SARA and the DEP tools that surround it. Take some time to read dealer testimonials, click on the links to visit the Dealer eProcess website to learn more about SARA, and then don't forget to go to AWA.autos to see this year's list of AWA award winners.